Valentine's Day, and that means it's time to pamper yourself with all the things that make you feel your best and refill your cup. But this year, let's make it magical. Hello Pixie Doll, welcome back to my channel. Happy Valentine's Day. It's arrived, it's upon us. Maybe it's the Taurus in me, but I've always thought of Valentine's Day as not only a time for couples or to show love to the other people in your life, but to celebrate yourself and show love to yourself. Just really embrace luxury, pamper yourself, and treat yourself. Because showing yourself love and care should really be at the top of your priority list. So that's why today I'm sharing 5 witchy self-care activities that you can do to infuse some magic into this Valentine's Day and help you feel renewed, refreshed, and rejuvenated. You can also come back to this video for some inspiration whenever you need a little self-care reset. This is actually part 2 in my little Valentine's Day series. On Sunday, I shared 5 witchy rituals for self-love, and following up today with 5 witchy rituals for self-care. So if you want to check that video out after you're done this one, I would highly recommend. So as I did in the first self-love video, I just want to differentiate what the difference is between self-love and self-care. So self-love is really appreciating yourself, it's respecting yourself, and just accepting yourself as a whole. It's accepting the positive aspects and the negative as well. And this is regardless of any outside situations or environments. So regardless if you've had a bad day at work or there was something you want to achieve that you didn't quite get to yet, that inner love and inner light you feel for yourself remains. Self-care, on the other hand, is the various actions and activities we do in order to nourish ourselves, to nourish our body, our soul, and our mind. So it's the ways we show up for ourselves every single day in order to recharge and make sure our cup is filled and make sure we're feeling our best. I'm just going to go through a few things that I also mentioned in the other video that you can bring into your space to make these activities more into rituals and more meaningful for yourself and your energy, and to really uplift your space and get you in the right mindset. So some tools we can bring in candles are always a great tool to have. For love, we could do red or pink or white, of course. So we could also bring in crystals, rose quartz, pink tourmaline is a good one, moonstone, rhodonite. You could also bring in any crystal that represents love to you. And then of course we have essential oils, incense, and herbs that can be used within your space and within your ritual. So some good essential oils could be rose or lavender, bergamot, ylang-ylang, jasmine, geranium. These are all great ones. Then for some herbs or some incense, if you want to burn incense, you could do sandalwood or vanilla, which is a favorite of mine. Cinnamon's really nice, patchouli, frankincense. And just create your space, create your atmosphere so that it embodies love to you. You could also include visualization into these activities. You can include little spells or stating things out loud to the universe into these activities. You could play some music, include your favorite beverage, your favorite tea or coffee drink. So all these things are just little touches you can do within the activities to help you get into the right mindset and to help your environment embody the energy of love. And as I said, the tools, the crystals, the incense, they're just choices I wanted to put out there. Absolutely not mandatory to include them. Activity number 1, bake yourself a sweet treat. So we all enjoy a sweet treat from time to time, and baking is an excellent way to take on the energy of foods and indulge and just embrace our inner kitchen witch. If you follow me on any of my platforms, you'll probably know what a big advocate I am for kitchen magic and embracing the energy of food. And Valentine's Day is a perfect day to get in there and bake something that's just your favorite and something that's going to make you feel good. So think about some of your favorite sweets and what you might like to bake for yourself. Consider including foods that have love energy attached to them. So things like chocolate, strawberries, cinnamon, apples, cherries, vanilla, of course. Vanilla is good in practically any baked good, if you ask me. And also, of course, sugar. But for sugar, try not to use white table sugar since it's processed. You're going to get the most energy out of the foods that are the least processed. So instead, maybe try coconut sugar or maple syrup, or even cane sugar would be better. So when I'm doing my kitchen magic, I always like to include foods that not only hold the specific intention that I'm trying to manifest, that energy, but energies that complement that intention. So for self-love, you might want to also choose foods for positivity and joy and health and confidence. Those would all complement self-love very well. An example, confidence, you could include pears or hazelnuts or nutmeg or avocado into the mix. Avocado is great for baking. If you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend. All things that we want to hold within ourselves to make us feel our best, those intentions are going to really complement your self-love intention. So while you're baking, you want to hold the feeling of self-love inside. You want to come at it with an energy of positivity and light. And while you're mixing your ingredients, a great thing to do is to stir clockwise to encourage more positivity, more love, more joy into the item that you're baking. You can also use visualization while you're stirring, or recite a little spell or affirmations while you're stirring to just solidify the intention that you're putting into the food. And of course, you can always include a candle or some flowers or crystals into your space while you're baking. And once it's ready, prior to eating, you could state your intention one more time out loud just to solidify it and just put it out in the universe. Number 2, beauty magic ritual. Beauty truly comes from the inside, but having beauty routines for ourselves really helps with our confidence, makes us feel good. It's showing ourselves some self-care and spending some extra time on ourselves so that we feel our best. And it's also a perfect way to infuse some magic and intention into your day-to-day practices, and especially into Valentine's Day. So this is a great way to start your Valentine's Day if you're putting on your makeup or doing your skincare or choosing your perfume, putting on your jewelry. This is something you can do to all of these items. So basically all it is it's placing an intention on the item. It's enchanting the item or blessing the item, however you like to think about it. So in order to do this, very simple way, hold the energy. Again, it's always about the energy and what you're holding inside. So have the energy of self-love within you. Feel positive, feel light, feel joy, and then you hold the item in your hands. I like to hold it in my hands with one over top as well, and usually I'll close my eyes just to tune into some visualization, tune into my emotions. So you can hold your eyeshadow or lipstick or perfume or a piece of jewelry, and then think of the intention you want to set onto that item. So if it's your perfume, you could say something like, I radiate confidence, beauty, and love. Or it could be your eyeshadow or your lipstick, and you can say something like, throughout my day, I will radiate love and kindness. You could light a candle while you do this. And like I said, it's a great way to start your day. And once the intention is placed on the item, you can restate it every time you use the item so the intention stays there. Creating little moments like this is really a great reminder of your inner light and that we're just surrounded by magic every day. I love one like this where it's not just a one-time thing, but you can continue this little ritual moving forward and make it a part of your everyday morning routine, everyday beauty routine. Number 3, write out a manifestation list. So I'm a big fan of writing, I'm a big fan of journaling. I think it's such a powerful tool in our personal growth journey and as part of our overall holistic wellness. So this Valentine's Day, either just on a piece of paper or maybe in your journal, consider writing a list out of manifestations you would like to bring into your life. So in the list, which can be a simple bullet pointed list, include all of the intentions you want to manifest for yourself in order to continue on your personal growth journey, continue on your self-development journey, and just step into the highest version of yourself. Loving ourselves and accepting ourselves, it's not about staying the same. It doesn't mean we don't want to keep growing and improving and learning every single day. Devoting to our personal growth, devoting to our self-development, it's such a huge part of our self-care. It's such a wonderful way to show our self-love and just nurturing ourselves. So loving ourselves and accepting ourselves fully is amazing, it's magical, but it shouldn't mean we stop growing or evolving or learning as humans. This is a journey and we're not meant to stay the same. We're meant to change and transform and become the best version of ourselves that we can. Number 4, create a positive aura spray or perfume oil. So creating mists and sprays is another one of my favorite witchy activities to do. I love making these. So for this Valentine's Day, why not make one that is infused with love and positivity and joy that you can use on a day-to-day basis moving forward. These sprays and oils are so easy to make, they don't require a lot of ingredients, and they're great to have on hand for different intentions when the need arises. So we really only need 3 things if we're going to make these. So for the spray, all you need is water and essential oils. I recommend distilled water because it doesn't leave water spots on things like tap water would. You could also use floral waters if you want to be a little fancy with it. And then for the oils, all you need is essential oils and a carrier oil to put them into. For our oil or for our spray, the essential oils we're going to want to gravitate towards include things for love and joy and positivity and uplifting energy. So things like rose or lavender, chamomile, bergamot or citrusy scents for uplifting are nice. I always like to include vanilla in any spray that is for love or beauty. Then if you're doing a spray, like I said, you just need the essential oils and water, distilled water preferably. I like to usually choose 3 or 4 essential oils, but you can always just choose 1. You can just put 1 essential oil. It doesn't have to be some fancy blend. You can choose 1 or 2 of your favorites that complement each other nicely. So a blend that I do that is one of my go-tos for love and positivity is sweet orange, lemongrass, lavender, and vanilla. That's a beautiful 4-oil mix. It smells so nice and it's great for like a day-to-day scent. It's not too overpowering, it's uplifting, it has intentions for love in there. So if you want to try that one, you're very welcome to it. I have that one on my blog actually, so you can get the amounts that you would need, and I will link it in the description below for you. So if you're doing an oil perfume and not the spray, you need a carrier oil in order to put the essential oils into to dilute them. We don't ever want to put pure essential oils onto our skin. They're very concentrated and can cause reactions and things. So some of my favorite carrier oils, I have 3 that I use all the time. Sweet almond and avocado are probably my top 2. And then I will use coconut oil sometimes. So I like to do this one in like a amber glass dropper bottle, which I do not have in front of me and I probably should. But you know, a 30 ml amber glass bottle with a dropper is nice because then it comes out nice and slow. Just a drop or 2 is really all you need. A good ratio is like 20 drops of essential oil and then fill it up with the carrier oil. That's a good balance and the scent will be strong but not overpowering. Again, while you're mixing these up, you can turn it into a little ritual, add elements into your space, hold that energy within of love and positivity and joy, light a candle, whatever things call to you. And then I always state intentions with something like this. So I'll add each essential oil into my bottle one by one, and usually I'll state an intention for each. So for example, if I'm putting sweet orange oil into my spray, I will put in the amount I want and then I will state out loud or to myself, sweet orange oil, please bring unto me energies of positivity and light. Just something like that. So I do that with each oil as I'm putting them into the bottle. So you want to shake it up at the end, and also anytime you use the spray or the oil, give it a shake so it's all incorporated together. And if you're making the oil, it's also really lovely to incorporate into a bath ritual, which brings me on to our next activity. Number 5, self-care bath ritual. So everyone talks about baths as a form of self-care, and with reason. It's really an excellent and powerful tool, and it's perfect for turning into a ritual and infusing your magic into it. So with this one, we're embracing the water element, which is wonderful for cleansing, not only cleansing our physical self, but for cleansing energy, cleansing away negativity, allowing us to let go of things we no longer want to hold on to. Perfect for cleansing away the old and inviting in love and positivity and joy. So I don't take baths that often personally, but when I do, I always like to turn it into an entire production just filled with luxury and all the spa vibes. We want to light candles. I always bring in some crystals. I like to have my favorite beverage while I'm in the bath. I'll include essential oils and bath salts. I love bath salts. And if you're doing a bath for self-love, pink Himalayan salt is a really excellent one to include. I also like to have flowers in the room, but you can also include flowers into the bath itself. Rose petals are perfect for love, obviously. They're also easier to clean. If you're going to be putting dried flowers or herbs into your bath, it can be really messy. So choose wisely, or place them all into like a pantyhose, tie it up and place that in the bath so that they're all contained and it doesn't make a mess in your tub that you have to clean up afterwards. So once you run your bath, you might want to have the lights off and only have candlelight, which really sets the atmosphere. You want to, like with all of the activities and rituals, come at it from a place of relaxation, a place of self-love, a place of balance, a place that is free from any negativity or stressors that you might be having in your life right now, anything from work, from relationships. We're going to leave it all at the door, literally. This is your sacred space for the next hour or however long you want to sit and relax. And while you're sitting in the bath, it's a great time to do a meditation. Be careful you don't fall asleep, or a visualization. So this is a self-love bath, so we want to visualize things that make us feel the energy of love, that make us feel the energy of warmth and abundance and confidence. Something that I like to visualize is my dream self or my dream life, and not only the outcome, but the journey that I would be going on in order to get there. Every step I would be taking and just appreciating it and feeling all the feelings, feeling the emotions I would feel on every step of my journey, feeling that energy of achievement and feeling proud of myself. All of those energies, I invoke them and I feel them right down into my gut. When you feel it in your core, you know you're having a good visualization. It's also such a powerful manifestation tool. And all of this is really the perfect way to end a self-care, self-love Valentine's Day. And that's all I have for you today. 5 witchy self-care rituals for this Valentine's Day. I hope the video gave you some ideas and inspiration. If you enjoyed the video, I would so appreciate if you would like and subscribe down below. I will also link my blog and socials in the description if you want to follow me over there. And be sure to leave a comment and let me know what your favorite ritual was, which one you're most excited to do. And if you're still watching, my gratitude to you. Thank you so much for being here. Wishing you a very happy Valentine's Day, sending many blessings your way. Until next time.